This is a true beginner's guide to how to get started with the GoodNotes app. If you're new to digital planning, then you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to share tips and tricks to make sure you can hit the ground running with your new digital daily planner. So let's get started. All right, so now you've learned how to go from reading mode into writing mode. When you're in writing mode, you're going to see all of the tools come up. So let's take these one at a time. The first thing that you're going to want to use is, how do you write on the GoodNotes app? Well, this is your writing tool and you have multiple choices. You can use a fountain pen, a brush pen, or a ballpoint pen. I tend to stick to the ballpoint pen. Once you've chosen your pen, you also have the ability to select the width of the stroke that you'd like to use. And the way that you do that is you just tap on it and you will see that you have the ability to write solid lines, dashed lines, dotted lines. Of course, I primarily use solid. You also can change the thickness that you want to use. So first, let's take a look at the thickness. I'm going to start with the thickest, and you can write hello. Comparing that to what I have here, and I have it set at 6 millimeters, this would be what that would look like. And then on the thinnest, it would look like this. So you're going to end up finding the pieces that work best for you. Also on the pen tool, in addition to being able to choose the type, you can also choose the color that you want to use. Notice that when I'm here and I click on blue, the fountain pen actually turns to blue. When I click on red, it does turn to red. So in the red mode, going to the thicker stroke, I can now write in the red color. Same thing if I choose to use a green color. You are not limited to the colors that you see here. Let's say that you want to customize a color. You're going to click inside, and now you have a series of preset colors that you can choose from. Any of these colors. So if you want to use, let's say, a pink, you can go to pink. And you also have the ability to do custom colors, where you can come in and click on the hex codes and come to really any color that you would want. Let's see if I can find a turquoise that's kind of nice. I'll come around here, go more into the blue, so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. There we go. And when I use that, it's going to hold here, and I can use that color, and it's going to stay in that same place. So the primary thing to know about the pen tool is that you have 3 different kinds. You have multiple stroke weights, and you can create and use the colors either through using the wheel, which is here, if you look at it under custom, or you can just tap on your favorite colors. So that's how you use the pen tool. Now let's move to the next tool, which is the eraser tool. The eraser tool is so handy because just like the pen tool, you also have different sizes. So if you want to just erase a lot, you can have the big eraser and just erase a lot. If you just want to erase a little bit, you can use the smaller sizes. Let's then take a look at the highlighter. Highlighter works the very same way. You have a tiny highlighter, a medium-sized highlighter, and a thick highlighter. But you can change these to any width that you would like. I kind of keep mine like this. Same thing, you have the ability to change the color. You're going to see that the color on the highlighter changes from yellow to blue to red to green. So let's just take a look at the blue highlighter. I'm going to leave it on large, and now I can highlight. If I want to remove that highlight, I simply go to my remove key. If you want to use a small highlight, you can see how much smaller that is in size. If you want to change, you can change it to a predefined color, which are called presets, or just in the same way, you can click on the hex code, take it back to try to find that, where did it go? That turquoisey kind of look, and so now you can see that it is turquoise. All of these pieces have so much functionality. I tend to keep it fairly simple, but you can do anything you want. I'm going to come back to my eraser tool. I'm going to grab the bigger eraser and I'm going to erase these pieces. The next tool that I want to talk about is the shape tool, and the shape tool has several pieces in it, but let me just start with the very basics. I'm going to choose a blue color with a heavy stroke. I'm going to get rid of these things, and when I click on this, there are a lot of times that you want to be able to make a shape, and it is hard to make shapes unless you have this on. With this, it is snap to shape, so it physically will try to clean up your shape. That's very helpful. It also will help you make straight lines when you're working on a project. So any of the primary shapes that you have, you can use. Another feature here is you can either choose to have it fill with a color or have it not. So I had it on fill to color. If you change it and you don't want it to fill with a color, you just turn that function off, and now you just have a regular shape with no color inside of it. Now I'm going to use the remove button just so you can see how easy that is, and I'm going to show you a couple of quick tricks. So with any of these pieces, should you want to do something other than remove it with the undo button, you can also use a quick two-finger tap. So the two-finger tap is also an undo. So let's say that you make some kind of mistake, 2 fingers, that's all you have to do. If you have writing on the page, so let's say hello again. Oops, I'm in the shape tool. Let's go back to the regular pen tool. I'm going to do my double tap, get rid of these. Another way that is new in GoodNotes 6 is, let's say that you're typing and you don't like that, or you're writing, you can actually scribble through it now and it will also get it to go away. So this is a new feature in GoodNotes 6, kind of an interesting feature. We're going to move beyond pen, eraser, highlighter, and shape tool into one of the most important tools that you're going to want to become efficient. This is called a lasso tool. It looks like a little rope, and you're going to truly just take things and lasso it where you see these dots around it. When you have used the lasso tool, a ton of functionality opens up. When text or images are lassoed, you have the ability to move them around your desktop, whatever it is that you're working on. You also will want to learn how to do what I call a hard push. And when you do a hard push, you have a lasso menu that comes up. And as you look at these, you can cut it, which obviously is going to take it away. You can copy, delete, arrange in layers, higher or lower, resize, change the color. You'll see a little arrow. You can also take a screenshot, add an element, which is like a sticker, or you can convert it to text. So let's start at the beginning. I'm going to get rid of the lasso tool by simply touching. I'm going to come back. I'm going to lasso the text. The very first thing I'm going to do is a hard punch, and I'm going to click cut. It just takes it away. I'm wanting it back, so I'm going to hit undo, and that takes me back to where I was. I'm going to lasso again. You can do a hard punch with your pen. I find it a little harder. I'm going to hit copy. Punch again, paste. Punch again, paste. Those are all very easy things to do. And so if you don't want to use them, several ways you can get rid of it. You can hit the X, you can come back and use your eraser tool. I'm now going to come back and show another lasso feature. Hard push, delete, just gets rid of it. That can be very helpful. Another place, hard push. Arrange. This is if you want to have a picture that you want to send to the top or to the bottom layer. I don't use that a lot because I'm typically writing. Going back, lasso, resize. I use this a lot. In the resize, it'll make a rectangle and you will see this little button, and this circle allows you to draw or shrink things based on what you're working on. The beauty of GoodNotes is that it actually keeps a very high resolution when you're working on this. So I use the resize function of the lasso a lot. And you can do so many things with the lasso tool. Continuing on, other pieces of it. The next section of the lasso tool is that you can change the color. Again, you can select any of the colors that you want to be in your primary presets, or you can customize those colors as well. You can also use an eyedropper tool if you'd like to and make any color that you want. So lots of choices there. Moving on to the next piece is through the arrow. I will be working in a project and I'll have some kind of notes that I want to send to a teammate. I can lasso it and hit this standard share button, and I can come in, hit message, and instantly share this with myself or with anyone. ALLYSON. So there you go. I can share it with myself and it just instantly comes to me. Another piece about the lasso is that you can convert it, and what convert means is that you can convert it to text. It is amazing how well convert to text actually reads. You can then copy the text and paste it into another document or all of those types of things. So that's the lasso tool, a very helpful tool in using any of the pieces that you prefer or want to use or enjoy using. I'm going to take that back up there. I'm going to resize it and straighten it up. Just put it right here. So we've got the pencil, the eraser, highlighter, shape tool, lasso tool, and now we're coming to the elements tool. The elements tool can be seen here. It can also be seen here at the top. Elements typically are stickers, and stickers are great. When we go into working in our calendar, you will love stickers. There are so many different things that you can do. So you can add things to it. You can add photographs. You can. This is not a lesson on stickers, but you will find that stickers can be very helpful for a lot of reasons. One, they can just make your planning more fun when you're working on that and it becomes high resolution. There are just so many things that stickers can be good. But let's take a look at some of the stickers that you may want to use. They're things just to make your page happier. A lot of people will use these types of stickers so that when you have some kind of highlight that you'd like to write, you can say project, let me make that a little smaller. You can say project due. And this will make it pop out on your page. You can also come in, if that's too small and you'd like to see it a little stronger, you can go resize and make the whole thing bigger. Oops, look what I just did. I grabbed two things. So let's just grab this, resize, resize. So you can use a lot of different tools. So that's the stickers. Next thing that you can do is you can add photographs. This is a photograph tool. I'm going to click in it and go to my albums and choose my dog. And anything that you want to put into your GoodNotes that will make your planning process better, you can do that. So amazing tools that you have there. Next section is your type tool. There are a lot of things. We'll probably do just a specific video on type, but type tool is important. As you touch there, you need to come in and bring up your keyboard. You can bring up a full-size keyboard, but this is just, oh, it's on white text. That's a great thing to show you. So can you see that this text is white? If you were wondering what happens, sometimes when you're filming these videos, it can be very helpful to see what goes on. So here's my text tool. I'm going to go there, and now I can type in the same thing. If you want to change the shape of your text, you can do this by using the font buttons here. You can change your font to, let me get rid of this. You can change your fonts using this. There are multiple fonts that you can choose from. You can change the size. Of course, that has to be highlighted. You can change alignment, center, left, all of those kind of things. So a lot of things to do with the type tool. And so there you have it. There are other functions, but these are the key elements of using the tools: a pen, eraser, highlighter, shape tool, lasso tool, elements, photographs, text tools. I'm going to leave the rest for another. And when you're ready to go back to hyperlinking, this is the button that you will use to go between dates, months, weeks, and the actual days that you want to do your planning on. So I hope this section was helpful. We'll be moving on into the next video.